To 1952, humankind believed that nobody can run the mile in less than 4 minutes. There was a 4-minute barrier to the mile. And for 1,000 years, varieties of arguments were given. Our lung capacity is just not enough to run in less than 4 minutes. Our muscles are not strong enough. People believe they can't do it, and they could never do it. Then came this person called Roger Bannister. Roger Bannister, he broke through the 4-minute mile barrier in 1952, changing people's beliefs. All of a sudden, people believed it can be done. And what was the consequence of the change in belief? In that very year, 27 people, apart from Roger Bannister, broke the 4-minute mile barrier. Suddenly, they had this ability to break it. And the next year, 215 people broke the 4-minute mile barrier. Beliefs have such a tremendous effect upon us. To the extent, if people believe they are unwell, they actually become unwell. Beliefs are such a thing. That is why you have the concept of remembered illness and remembered wellness. What is that in brief passing? A person takes blood pressure at home and it's absolutely all right, 120/80. Then he goes to get it checked at the doctor's and the doctor says you've got a marginal high BP, it's 130/80. It was 120 right now, what happened? This is called white collar hypertension. The mind believes I'm going to the hospital, there's something wrong with my body. And the belief actually creates the illness. So this is the remembered illness. And then there is remembered wellness. What is remembered wellness? You have throat infection and you get an appointment with the doctor. You go to meet the doctor and you say, I'm having a cough and I'm having an itch. The doctor says, open your mouth and show me the symptoms. You open your mouth and suddenly the symptoms have disappeared. In front of the doctor, they have disappeared. Why? Subconsciously, not consciously. Within, the mind was believing that I am going to the doctor, I will be all right. And the consequence, the body responded to the belief and the symptoms disappeared. So these phenomena are very known in the medical field, to the extent that schizophrenic patients have been studied. Schizophrenic patients are people with split personalities. Their mind was subjugated to so much pressure that it split into two personalities. Sometimes they believe they are this, and then sometimes internally they transform and they believe they are this. Now this particular patient, in his dual personality, in one personality, he believed he had diabetes. And when he would live through that personality, his sugar count would actually go up. And then when he would change back to the other personality, the sugar count would also go down. That is the impact of beliefs upon us. So beliefs are so vital to our life. They practically determine the direction we will take. If your belief is the biggest thing in the world is money, that is the direction you will take. That will establish the value. And based on that, you will make the choices. This career, investment banking and nothing else. This decision, if I can get a faster buck, why not? Your whole direction of life will go there.